I really like this video, and I can't say it like this because I'm not a man. So let's hear it from him.
Don't tell me you want a leader. You get in a relationship with me, I tell you something, you don't listen, but if a tell you the same thing I just told you, you listen to it like it's gospel, you're single. Because you're a rider and you want to be led astray by thought.
Where's the lie? It doesn't exist, because this is exactly what some women do. They will hear their man say that they want them to go to the gym, or that they want them to wear less makeup, or that they want them to change their outfit. Not listen to none of that. But as soon as your homegirl is like, oh, girl, we need to get in the gym. Yeah, you right. Oh, we need to start eating healthy. You know what? I was thinking about going to a salad bar. All of a sudden, or even when it comes to taking off an outfit, because y'all hate when men tell you that they don't like what you have on. But as soon as your homegirl is like, oh, that outfit doesn't look good on you, you should change. Y'all be quick. So for some reason, we are trusting these random women online, and we're not trusting the man that you let inside you. Doesn't make any sense. Never has, never will. If you do not trust the opinion of that man, you should not be in a relationship with that man. Point blank, period.
Today's dating and society is just horrible. The new texting is getting to know you. People easily can move on to somebody else with a quick sliding in their DMs or getting on a dating app. Sleeping with other people is so much easier than working harder for it. People don't want to make effort anymore. We don't set up dates. We ask you, where do you want to go eat? What are you craving? Nah, man. Back in the days, you had to make effort. The 80s and 90s love is so much different. You had to actually talk to them. You had to call them. We didn't have FaceTime. We'd meet up for coffee. We would get to know each other, and we build a future together. Today's society is, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And then you get ghosted, or you get used, and then they find somebody else. No one cares about your feelings anymore. The society of dating is crap. It literally makes me sick to my stomach. And to be honest with you, I'd rather stay single until I find that old school love. I'm nobody's temporary. I'm someone's forever. You better remember that.
A lot of modern women continue to say that men aren't putting forth effort. Yes, I am. I'm just not giving you the effort. Because you on some BS.
You're going to want to listen to this.
No woman just wakes up and decides to be distant, cold, guarded, or toxic. That attitude you see, that tone in her voice, that wall she built, it came from somewhere. From betrayal, from being lied to, disrespected, and let down too many times. Women are naturally loving and soft. But if you keep hurting someone who only wanted to love you right, don't be surprised when that love becomes protected.
One thing that men don't really understand about women is that if they've built these walls up, sometimes it takes consistency and some patience to bring them back down. So I often tell men, do something very aggressively kind, right? Whether it's checking in with her emotionally or doing the dishes or whatever, and don't expect anything in return for 2 to 4 weeks. Give yourself a month of being consistent in showing up for her. If the walls don't come down, you probably have a much deeper issue. But if you can do that, if you can sit there and be confident that you've done your part for a month and the walls don't come down, man, that's a deep-seated psychological thing, because usually that works.
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
No, till you start helping me around the house. I have decided that I am not going to have sex with my husband until he starts picking up more work around the house. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's a job. It's 100% a job, and I need help with certain things. Like yesterday, he was out doing wood all day long, and he could have been inside helping me with the house, but no. So now I have all this laundry to do. I have all these things, and I think that he should get off work. He just worked a 12-hour shift. I think he should get off work, and he should help me with some of the priorities in the house. I'm gonna hold out. until he does those things. So if he doesn't do them, then he doesn't get anything.
The man is probably already tired of your excuses. Because if this is her mindset where her man is out there working 12-hour days and then she expects the world of him even when he comes back home and he's probably exhausted, instead of understanding that or even having multiple conversations about it and finding understanding in that, she decides to give some sort of ultimatum where she is threatening the one thing that's probably causing him to still hang in there. Whereas if they had that conversation, she would probably find out how exhausting his job is. And most importantly, she would come to the realization, hopefully, that she just needs to shift her priorities and maybe improve her time management skills. But if she doesn't come to that conclusion, we all know where this is headed, and honestly, her husband is better off.
An insecure man rather settle with a really repugnant, ugly that is easygoing because she doesn't ask for much because she's insecure potentially, or she just like is just lucky to feel she has like a above average or slightly average man, right? Opposed to a woman who knows her worth and is a baddie and makes a man kind of work a little bit harder, because men like to be comfortable and they like to stay stagnant where they are. Women tend to like always want to evolve. So like, yeah, it's nothing about you, man. He just doesn't want to evolve to be with you, and that's totally fine. There's plenty of other men that are well more refined. It's all right.
Well, honestly and truly, most of these modern women want to get their hearts broken by Chad and Tyrone. For the rest of us who actually want to improve on ourselves, we're going to go somewhere else and do that. And that's what today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle, helps you to do.
10 years ago, I used to go to the gym and feel like a girl training amongst men. Now, I go to the gym and feel like a man training amongst girls. Where are the men? Well, we normalize this like dad bod thing. We have these skinny dudes. Like, can we make masculinity great again? Where are the men? Where are the men?
Girl, what is wrong with you? Why are you walking around the gym like it's some kind of meat packing plant, talking about like, none of these sausages look good enough for me? You pay $25 a month for a gym membership and you think you're just entitled to some kind of like Magic Mike show or something? Also, I'll take things that would never survive the gender swap test for $500, Alex. Could you imagine a dude just walking around the gym filming random women and being like, oh, back in the day, women used to be so much more in shape. They used to be so trim and curvy, and now they're really letting themselves go. Ugh. You know, not every man is training to go to war and right? Like, some of them just want better cardiovascular health. Why does Ryan need to be 200 pounds of pure muscle for you? He works at a desk in accounting. This is weird. You're weird. Men are not your show ponies. Bad entitled gym brat. Bad.
You knew that dating was only rough for women. Get this. So my best guy friend went on a bunch of dates with this girl, like maybe 4 or 5 dates, like really cute dates. He planned them. They're very elaborate. And then for their whatever 5th date, she said, let me plan it. So it was really cute. She was going to do like dinner and laser tag. It sounded really fun. But then just as he's heading out the door for the date, he gets a text being like, wait, don't come. My mom's in the hospital. I've got to go there. So he obviously was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, take your time. Let me know if there's anything we can do. He sent flowers to her house. So then a couple days later, he gets a photo from her of the flowers. And she said, oh, my roommate just said these arrived. They're beautiful. Like, thank you so much. That's super kind of you. He responded being like, yeah, no problem. I hope everything's well. Like, let me know if you're down to meet up at some point. Obviously no rush. Yeah, hope things are good. Doesn't respond. So then he waits a couple more days and they were talking like every day. So he was like, hey, just wanted to check in. Like, I hope everything's going okay. I'm really sorry to hear about your mom, like thinking of you kind of thing. And then didn't hear from her again. So a couple of days later, we checked her Instagram. So she wasn't posting anything on Instagram, but she does have her ViscoCam link in her Instagram bio. She was at Coachella the entire time. Like, maybe there's a world where something happened and then she went to Coachella, but like the timing isn't right. Like,
there is no world. She was lying the whole time. And this is why men are not dating so much anymore. A lot of these modern women like to comment on a man's masculinity. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Well, I believe a man should be this, and this, right? But I think the problem is a lot of these modern women really don't have a concept of what a man is. You can have an opinion, but the unfortunate thing for a lot of these modern women is their opinion is wrong. Their opinion of what a man is and what a man should be is wrong. That's not actually how a man works. That's not actually how masculinity works. They don't know that. They're just talking about what they read in some book somewhere.
If I took you on a first date, but I didn't want to pay for it, I wanted to split it down the middle, would you consider that a red flag?
To be honest, no, not at all. I think that especially men nowadays, they need to stand up and they need to be careful with who they're giving their money to. A lot of these women expect like shopping sprees as their first date. They are like, hey, can we go to Aventura Mall and you buy me Gucci and buy me this so you can prove that you're worthy to be my man? No, that's not how it should be. I think men are completely justified nowadays to say no and to stand their ground because they need to kind of feel out that woman to make sure that she's worth spending that money on instead of just giving a 304 a bag for the night.
So what would you recommend the amount of money a man spends on a first date is?
Nothing, man. Take her to the beach. Try to explore who she is really. And then if it goes well, maybe you could try to explore with the financials and everything. Spend a little bit of money on some lunch dates. Just know that you're spending at your own risk. You have free will to do whatever you want, but just know that if you take a girl out, you do have a chance that she's going to be able to kind of swipe all that cash from you that one night.
So if a man tells a woman, we're going on a first date, but it should be at the park, and she goes, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. What does that mean to you?
It means that she's not worth it. She's probably just some money-hungry woman who does not want a serious relationship with you. I mean, somebody who, especially for myself, if I'm seriously interested in you, I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever you want at first. I'm going to try to get to know you. I do not care about your financials at that moment. I want to know who I'm getting myself involved with. I want to make sure you're not a criminal who's going to me either.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
A bear, absolutely.
What if it's a good guy?
You don't know that.
Bear.
Why the bear?
Because men are very unpredictable sometimes when they're straight, usually.
You don't think the bear's unpredictable?
A bear.
A bear.
Why a bear?
Men are terrifying.
Because men can do a million things and a bear can do only one.
I feel like a bear would let me go. They'd be like, hey bear, how are you? I would talk to it.
The man's gonna like you.
So let's nip this man versus bear conversation in the bud right the now. The question is, would you rather be in the forest alone with a man or a bear? Not a or a bear. What percentage of men do y'all think are? That's what's really getting to me, because y'all make it seem like it's a 50-50% chance. Like, oh, he might me, he might not. Have you lost your mind? And before y'all answer that in the comments, because it is a question and I do want an answer, what percentage of men do y'all think are? And when you answer, I want you to put it in the form of a sentence of the men that are in your life. So that way we can bring this back to reality. So I want you to say, of my 3 brothers, 2 of them are. Of my 6 male cousins, 3 of them are. Of my 5 male friends, 2 of them are. I want you to give me those numbers. And I think about this in real life because I have brothers in real life. And if somebody out there chose to be in the forest with a bear as opposed to one of my brothers because you thought there was even a chance that one of them might be you. Each fight me right now. No, fight me right now.
The necessity of a good man. That's why some single mothers, especially the ones who failed in marriages, they prefer to go and correct their behavior and go back to their husbands. Because when they realize that, hey, out there, it's a dark world. All I had to do was cook for that man. All I had to do was, give him sex. All I had to do was respect him. And they realized that, hey, I couldn't give him this particular stuff. You know what? He's still single. He's still mourning the relationship. I'm going to fix myself. And I'm going to pray to God to give me this man back. And they go back and they restore stuff, because she starts realizing that out there it's not as serious ones on top of that, and they'll come there, they'll park BMWs for you, they will smile for you, they will look at you, they will bedazzle you off your feet, they'll take you to La Parada, they'll take you to Papa's, they'll take you to all these nice fancy restaurants, you'll be swept off your feet. And that first date, you have to give something for it, and it's your body.
Nothing's for free.
Exactly. And a lot of women that are single mothers are realizing that this world doesn't work on free.
Women who hate men make the best wives and girlfriends, and I will on that hill.
I've been hearing this particular argument put forth with ever-increasing frequency on social media. A lot of women are out there trying to convince men that they themselves that dislike men the most would make the best partners, when that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Their argument is that they don't seek male validation or male approval. Therefore, if they choose you as a man, then you win the dating lottery. But how much sense does that make? Who really wants to date someone that dislikes every single person of their gender except them? That doesn't really sound like a winning equation. I mean, just think about how often you're going to have to listen to them disparage men. But frankly, it seems like these women are trying to convince men of this because, well, I'm beginning to think that a lot of these women are just lonely.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life?
Oh, they didn't try to say anything. They flat out said that they'd rather be by themselves and peaceful than to be with some of the women that are available out there.
I have to disagree.
Of course there would be some women that have to disagree with that statement because they simply cannot bring themselves to believe that many men, especially after seeing what's out there in the dating market, would rather be single, and they're actually happier being so.
I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm going to call your bluff.
Some women simply don't get it. Because none of those things that were listed are actually what brings a man peace in a relationship. And if we're being really honest with ourselves, most men can get all of those perks of being in a relationship without actually being in one. So quite frankly, ladies, some of you are going to have to start accepting that men can be happy by themselves. I know that comes as a surprise.
I say to women too, why not get the best guy you possibly can?
Right.
We're living in unpredictable times. You should be picking partners who are going to provide you with safety and security, even financial security. Why is that a bad thing to say out loud?
Right.
And men need to stop calling women gold diggers for saying that because that's actually just a smart way to date. And by the way, no man is dating a woman he's unattracted to. And if women were just saying to men, oh, well, you should just date the girl you're not attracted to because you're just vain and superficial, guys would roll their eyes. So stop telling women that they're gold diggers because they want someone who's going to provide them with safety and security once they birth children. I just think that any man that even says stuff like that is totally out of touch.
Totally out of touch. I agree with you 100%.
But asterisk, can I just go back to that?
Yeah, of course.
That is not to say or suggest that there aren't women that are blatantly transactional and only looking for a lifestyle. And I'll tell you a story. I had a client once who took a woman to a really great restaurant in Bal Harbour. And after lunch, he had to go return something at, I think it was Neiman Marcus. She went with him and she picked up like a $400 perfume. And when they got to the till, she put it with his stuff. Like that is a really ridiculous, inconsiderate thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially on a first date. You don't even know this guy and you're expecting him to buy you a $400 perfume. Women like that give other women a bad rep because those are actual gold diggers. And that is not an appropriate thing to do on a date.
What do you want women to understand about men that they often don't see?
We're just scared little boys underneath these big, furry, bulky bodies. I'm serious, yeah. There's a vulnerability side to us. We're little boys. We're oftentimes stuck in emotions that were formed when we were so much younger. And we didn't know what to do with those emotions. And we didn't feel safe to share those emotions because oftentimes our homes weren't safe. You may be standing across from a successful man who's in the physical world, but inside of him, there's a scared little boy. There's a part that doesn't know how to be vulnerable, that doesn't have the answers. And so I think it's important for the feminine to know that we need space to go back and to heal the parts inside that haven't been seen, that haven't been loved, and that haven't felt safe to come out from the dark.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
I'm done. I'm done dating. I'm done trying to meet someone. I'm done with humiliation. I can't anymore.
You're torturing me. Do you know that? You are into your 40s and still you can't settle down. I stay up nights, tossing and turning in my bed because I'm so sick about it. I just want you to be with someone, anyone.
I wish I had a good reason why I'm always striking out. But I don't. It's me. It's me. Most people find their other half. And I just have to wake up and accept already that maybe there is no other half. For this.
Oh, Robbie.
See you later.
Robert, please.
Come on, man. Hey, son.
You know, I get loads of comments and DMs from men, exactly like this one up here, saying that women these days have unrealistic standards. And you know what? They're right. Women have changed. They're more confident, independent, and capable than they've ever been. They can pay their own bills, build their own careers, and take care of themselves. And that's a beautiful thing, but it has changed the dating landscape because women are no longer looking for men to rely on. They're looking for men who can at least match what they bring to the table. Someone who brings the same energy, the same growth, and the same emotional awareness. So it's not that women's standards have become unrealistic. They're just asking for what they can already give to themselves. And as a man, that's not something to resent or get bitter about. It's something to rise up to. Because maybe it's not that women have become too much. Maybe it's that most men have stopped keeping up.
Eye contact is a really big way that women try to communicate that they think you are attractive and they're interested. This is part 84 of Harsh Sister Advice, where I explain things to men as if they're my brother. Because women typically don't really want to take the lead, they might not want to come up to you and start a conversation. But just because they're not starting it doesn't mean they don't want to have it. And as a guy, you should feel comfortable and confident enough to walk up to a girl and start a conversation. If that's not you and you don't feel comfortable or confident to start a conversation, here's what you're gonna do. When you're out in public, practice conversation. Talk to strangers, men and women. Put yourself in this uncomfortable situation over and over until it becomes more normal to you. Until it becomes natural to you. And eventually, comfortable. If you're in a bar setting and a girl is looking at you, go up and talk to her. If you think she's cute, especially go up and talk to her. But I think equally as important, if you don't think she's that cute, but she seems to be interested in you, I'm gonna tell you to still go up and talk to her. You know why? Because you're getting the reps in. You're getting used to the walk up. The first question you're gonna ask. Introducing yourself. Are you shaking her hand? All of these questions are going to start to get answered for yourself. This way, when you see a girl who's a little bit more attractive to you, a little bit more intimidating, and she keeps looking at you, giving you these flirty eyes, you're not going to be like, oh no, I've never dealt with this before. What do? I can't go up to her and start talking. What am I going to say? This is why you're going to practice starting conversations, whether you think someone is that attractive or not.
The reason why you don't hear about healthy relationships anymore is because of the fact that those of us in healthy relationships ain't got to say to y'all. Because anytime we tell you what we do for our husband or what our husband does for us, y'all look for any reason to try to come up with some type of excuse or some type of narrative that we're being controlled or that we're not really happy or I would never do that. Is exactly why you're miserable. Still single, and exactly why no matter who you try to date or what you try to date, you still end up unhappy because you have this long list of what you feel like is supposed to come from a relationship. I can't remember the last time that I did laundry, but I will be out here taking the trash out because I don't give a I would rather take the trash out than to be downstairs doing laundry. You take the trash out, you're a woman. You shouldn't be taking out the trash. That's a man's job. Your man does the laundry. You should be doing that. You're the woman. It just so happens that what he doesn't like to do, I don't mind doing. What I don't like to do, he doesn't mind doing. Like, y'all are weird. My husband cooks probably most of the time. My husband taught me how to cook because I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to season. And when he gets done cooking, I serve him his plate. I serve him, and then once he's done eating, he gets up and leaves, and I take his plate, and I go there, and I clean the kitchen. The reason why we don't be talking about how good our relationship is or how healthy it is because y'all's little toxic asses be coming in there trying to say something crazy, yet y'all are the single ones. Make that make sense.
Never move in with a significant other during a custody case because it gives the appearance that you are choosing a romantic partner over your children. If you do that, you put yourself at a serious disadvantage. And this is human nature, but the judges and a lot of people at the courthouse, everybody has compassion and wants to protect children, right? Because they didn't decide to do this, right? It's not their fault. And so people who are putting their own needs first above their children are putting themselves in a seriously strategic disadvantage.
If one of my videos on dating hit a nerve, I think you need to look at yourself and ask yourself why. It has nothing to do with me. It may have something to do with you. If I'm discussing my standards, my deal breakers, what I find interesting about dating, or my silly skits about men's dating profiles, and that triggers you and makes you upset, again, that's a you issue, not me. I have been able to trigger men for a long time. I may be new to Facebook Reels, but I'm not new to TikTok. And I've been triggering men for a while. And it's usually the ones who don't want to pay for dates or don't like deal breakers. And again, every single person, including men, including women, including everybody, should have deal breakers. They're not a bad thing. It's a good thing to have standards. It's really not a bad thing. And it's not about you. It's about me and what is right for me. So again, if things trigger you, look inside yourself, because it's a you problem.
Outside is only dangerous because of men, which is true. Statistically, violence, men.
But that isn't true. Let's get to the root cause of things. Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects and you don't go to the cause. So the root of it is that without a man and you were just here, you would have been eaten by a lion, a tiger, and bear. And guess what? If the lions and tigers and bears didn't get you, you wouldn't have the ability to gather enough calories for you to last. Because a woman can't manipulate the world how a man can. So let me explain to you how a world would operate with only women and only men. When men get together, we know, oh, he's stronger here, he has this skill here, he got this. Let the best person work this skill, and that creates a hierarchy from top down. When a woman get together, what you think about, you're all emotional. So you're tiptoeing all the time, and you're looking at the sensitivity levels in this woman and that woman because you know that you are sensitive. So what you do is you start looking at everything in an egalitarian sense to equalize everything. You get two, you get two, you get two, you get two. The men don't operate like that. Did you do enough to get two? If you ain't do enough, you're not getting to. You get zero. Put in that work and then you get that. This is why on the Survival series, men, they was cleaning water fast, building fires fast, because they created that hierarchy. They put the best person in position first. The women, they was trying to do everything equal and by committee, so they couldn't create any order and any structure. The world wouldn't be safer without men. Nature killed more people than any wars and anything you could never imagine. And men, we built infrastructure to protect the woman from nature.
Why is a woman not committing to you, but she keeps you around? She says all the things about how much fun she has, how great of a person you are, but she will not commit to a relationship with you. It's very simple. Her not committing to you is her basically saying, without saying, I don't want to lock myself down with you. That's what that is. A woman knows very quickly if she wants to be with somebody long term. And if she is not committing to you, she's allowing you to find somebody, and she's allowing herself to find somebody without verbally saying that to you, because she doesn't want you going somewhere, because the time that you spend does something for her. The text that you send her does something for her. The thing you need to look at is, what is it doing for you? Is it making you question your self-worth? Are you getting crazy thinking, well, she said this, but she's doing this. I don't understand. That is not good for you. You remove yourself from that situation so you can find somebody who wants to commit to you, because she doesn't want you to find somebody else. And if you're with somebody that won't commit to you but doesn't want you to find somebody else, that is selfish, and you still need to remove yourself because they haven't chosen you. Does that make sense?
I asked this girl for her number so we can make plans. She then rejected my offer and said, I just get nervous giving out my number. We haven't even planned anything. And guess what, love? I get nervous swiping my credit card. I get nervous driving to pick you up when you don't have a car and gas is $7 a gallon in California. You're nervous? Shit, I guess I'm nervous too now. No date for you. Now, a lot of men would have folded in this situation, right? Chad, you're being too uptight. Just make the plans on Hinge. Text her you're on your way to meet her on Hinge. When you're at her house, say, I'm outside on Hinge. Just do that. No, I'm planning, I'm paying, and you're not going to give me your phone number? No, I need some type of investment from a girl for a date to happen. If she won't even give me her phone number, why would I want to come pick you up and pay for a date if you don't want to give me your phone number? That's the least you could do. If it's not on your terms, King, she needs to kick rocks and go to the next one, which I'm going to do right now, actually.
If it was socially acceptable, more masculine men would be dating each other. There would be more gay men, masculine gay men, dating each other. The amount of men that do not actually like or understand women is insane. I just seen a video of a man saying he wants to marry another straight man. They're not gonna have any relations. They're not gonna have any sexual or emotional attachments. But they're gonna buy a house together. They're gonna buy boats together. They're gonna fix up the house. They're gonna do all this stuff like you would do in a relationship. Well, I guess a partnership. And it just really got me thinking, if it really was socially acceptable, more men would be dating their homeboys, their friends, if it was socially acceptable, because they actually understand each other. They actually, I'm running out of time.
One photo every few minutes adds to the buzz surrounding this red brick wall in McCarran Park in Brooklyn. Normally when you hear brick wall and relationships, in the same sentence it signals an end in sight. But on the weekends from noon to 8, it's a special place for singles looking for their next match. As the co-founders of the Peak dating app behind the movement, PlayCupid.
I think what people have been really enjoying is sort of the organicness of like what this provides, even something small like handwriting, right?
Each photo posted, literally posted, has a single's name, their age, what they're looking for, and a few handwritten words about themselves, giving other singles a peek into their potential partner.
It's awesome. It saves my fingers from swiping. So I'm pretty appreciative of it.
It's another avenue for people to find love, and that's what we all want to do at the end of the day.
One of the co-founders shares how it works.
They'll get 2 photographs taken. One goes on the love wall, one goes home with them for memory. Then we fill out a little Cupid card, the index card right there, some brief information, let the people know a little bit about your personality, and from that, the rest of the work is on us.
I don't tend to feel bad for men that are lonely and by themselves when they're older, because most times they have burned every single bridge in their life and that's why they're alone. Most times they're alone because they did something to deserve it. Obviously this varies case to case, but what you mean none of your kids talk to you, your sisters don't talk to you, your brothers don't talk to you, your parents talk to you, your friends don't talk to you, you have no one to lean on. Why? How did everyone around you turn against you? Now that can happen in certain cases, it really can, but you mean tell me that nobody would give you a chance? Or do you mean that everyone gave you a chance and you misused those chances? Because I noticed that a lot of men that are old, lonely men that tend to be alone also lack accountability, and that's why no one wants to be around you. Nobody wants to be around someone who can never admit why something happens to them. If you are always playing the victim in your own life, it is exhausting to be around you. Like, you have to do the inner work and look around and say, you know what? Maybe I'm also a reason why nobody's around. You have to figure out what you did to cause certain stuff too, because you are the common denominator in the situation. Maybe you've done something to cause them to fall apart.
And you know, you have to understand that when you ask about where all the good men are, a lot of these men are quiet. They're right in front of you. They didn't disappear. They just quiet. I'm selective. I'm less willing to throw myself into another situation that looks and that feels unserious. You look and you feel unserious. This whole thing that we got going on looks and feels unserious. It looks like you playing around. You about to play with my money, about to play with my time. Some of these brothers got kids, and you about to play with my kids. And if you start doing that, you might have a problem.